request everyone to be there in the session till the last of the timing. With every link, with every attendance link, we will be sharing with you. For the session, we have again Miss Niharika Sharma ma'am, Niharika Saxena ma'am, sorry. She has been taking all couple of other sessions as well. She has been very interactive and interesting presentational person. With her other areas of expertise, she has been doing effective solutions and providing handling real life challenges. Um She's already, as I told in my previous session, she has been holding a degree of nanotechnology, and she has been working extensively in the social sector and publishing. With her masters in nanotechnology and nanoscience, it not only adds the depth to the subject knowledge, but as the topic of like cybersecurity and safety has been there for today, she'll be sharing her insight and knowledge on how to be safe and sound in today's digital world. I request everyone to be on the note and understand how the safety and concern elements can be taken care more in the today's digital world, where our teaching and learning is very much impossible without digital support. Yes, Niharika ma'am, I hope you're here. All over to you.
Thank you so much, Rapti ma'am. A very good afternoon to you, and a very good afternoon and warm welcome to all the teachers in the session. So, this is the sixth session in the series of Learnovation, and today we are going to talk about cybersecurity and safety. So, without further ado, let's start the session. Now, before talking about what cybersecurity is, why is there a requirement of safety, let's first analyze that how the world is working right now. Right? Like so we all are connected. If you can see, it's a connected world right now. We are currently sitting, all of us are sitting in different cities, in different states of India, and we are connected. So we are connected through internet. We are connected through technology. That's what we are doing. You are also connected to a person who is sitting in another country altogether, in another continent altogether. So this is all of this is possible because of technology. So now the world is connected. It's not like it's a small world and we are connected. Now, what we are doing is you are working. We all are learning through technology. You all are teaching your students. So, whenever there's something happens or the school is closed because of some reasons, the learning and the teaching never stops. So, you are teaching online. Students are giving exams online. For 2 years of COVID, the teaching did not stop. All the students were studying. You were teaching. Even if the world has stopped, but learning for us has not stopped. So it is like we are already connected, we are all the times connected. You have access to the material that was previously not available. So previously, with the libraries, we were not able to reach to all the books because obviously it's a small library. Maybe in the school they have selected books only, but if you start observing now, there are much more number of books that you can access to. There are multiple online libraries where even it is not required to have a book. Then, if there is a hard copy of a book, it is also important how to keep it safe. So there are old journals that have history in it. So how do you keep it safe? You make it digital, but you can read it. Then you are extending the reach of education. So now you say that, okay, we are sitting in cities, we are sitting in different metropolitan cities. Think about a person who is sitting in a village and listening to your conversation. Think of a student who cannot come, but because of the mobile phone, they can actually study. So, not now, but way back, way years back, idea came up, the idea mobile phones, they were actually showing such ideas where Abhishek Bachchan used to say, "What an idea, Sarji." The idea was the students were getting connected from phone, teachers were calling them and sending them the things. Recently, there was an ad that I saw that there are four different friends. They went to four different cities. So if you say a person was Marathi, he was a Maharashtrian. She can only speak Marathi, and she went to Haryana. Now, how will she will talk? So she called the friend and the friend is helping. This is how the world is connected. So the education is reaching everywhere. We are reaching everywhere. So this is the impact of technology. This is the good impact of technology that we have. Now, when there is a technology, even now, if you see, we all are sitting on Zoom. Currently, 401 is the number that are connected. We all are connected through Zoom. And this is again the same thing, right? Technology. There are multiple, thank you, ma'am. There are multiple online courses that are available. So while sitting at home, you can even earn a degree for yourself. So this is what is happening with technology. You are sitting at your convenience, I'm sitting at my convenience, and we are learning. So as you used to say that learning is 24/7, learning is non-stop, learning should never stop. That is what is happening right now. That learning is not stopping. We are able to learn. We go to YouTube, we start going through the courses, we are going through multiple different courses, we are attending different sessions, we are going to. So, some of the sessions now, if you see, more are all the Learnovation sessions are available online. So, even if you have missed something, you can go back to that session and you can look at it again. So, this is a process, it's a continuous process. Learning is a continuous process, and that is happening right now. But now, what happens is, since we are connected online, we need to be very secure. How, why it is important? So, students, they come to your school, right? Now, if they're coming, all of you have a guard on the gate. Now, why the guard important? He's the security person. He's looking, he's ensuring that the students are secure. Once they are entering the school for next 5 to 8 hours, it's guard's responsibility that nobody leaves. Parents also believe you, okay, we have guard bhaiya, we have teachers, we have certain didis in the school. All are combinedly responsible for your kids' security. So that is now, if you're making it virtual, it is also important to be secured on the cyber panel as well. Cybersecurity is that's why important that you need to be secured on whatever point you are using. Now, if you go to an ATM and you just put out, there is a pin. It's a pin, and we always ask not to share. That is also a part of the cybersecurity. So you are putting some details on online. Even if when you're a call and you're trying to do an online transaction, GP asks you that you're on call. These are all the steps that are involved in cybersecurity. But these all steps are taken at a very senior level. What as a teacher, what as a guardian can you do for the for cybersecurity, for making the learning secure? You can have an antivirus system, but again, these are the steps. There are multiple steps that you can also follow at your level. So now, what is a cybersecurity? If I say cybersecurity is a practice. So I'll say practice, and why am I saying practice? Practice is something that you do it on daily basis. It's not for day one or day two. It's for 365 days. It's for 24/7. Whenever you are online, whenever somebody else is online, there should be a practice of protecting your computer systems, your laptops, your mobile phones, your desktops, your networks, any devices that are there, be it your USB devices, any data that you get from malicious digital attacks, thefts, and unauthorized access. So now if you see on the WhatsApp, there is one good feature that you send somebody a link, and if you're not in their contact list, you cannot click on the link, which means the link sent when by an unknown person can be malicious. It can actually hack your phone. So just to avoid that, WhatsApp came up with the security, but they came up on a higher level. But what you are supposed to do not click on the suspicious links, do not click on the clickbaits, do not put your data. These are all the practices. And you are doing these all the things every day. Try to make it a habit. So that is why cybersecurity is a practice of protecting your computer systems, your networks, devices, and your data, the data that you have in your device, from any digital attack, any theft, or any unauthorized access. Now, when there is a cyber security, you also think how, like I am sitting somewhere in Delhi, this is my laptop, I am connected to a Wi-Fi. So why am I not safe, right? I'm sitting in a char diwari, I'm sitting inside, there is nobody near me, nobody can do anything. Then why? Why do I need to? So there is a thing called cyberspace. Now, cyberspace is a virtual space. Now it is an globally interconnected digital technology. So cyber is something which is digital, which is not like present, but it is there. So it's a digital space, it's a digital ground that is present there, and all of your devices, it's a virtual environment where your communication takes place. So what happens is, like, if you are logging into Instagram, or you're logging into Facebook, or if you're logging into any online platform, you are the part of that particular cyberspace. So if you are having a conversation, if you are sending somebody a chat on Instagram, that's also when you become the part of a cyberspace. So currently all of us, like 455 of us, are the part of a particular cyberspace. So cyberspace is virtual, but that's where most of the theft happens. So you need to be safe on the first step itself. Also, just remember that cyberspace is always virtual. So there is no real cyberspace. It's not like, okay, it's tagged there. No. It's a virtual space where all your systems, your devices, your networks, any information that you share is connected. So if anytime if you go to a cafe, if you sit in a cafe and you try to connect your Wi-Fi, you must have seen even in your mobile phones, agar aap Wi-Fi on karo, if you turn on the Wi-Fi, you see there are multiple networks available, right? Some of the networks are open, while some of the networks require a certain password. Or you go to a hotel, you stay in a hotel, you went to a restaurant, everywhere you will see free Wi-Fi. Now, once you connect in that Wi-Fi as well, it's a network. It's again a cyberspace. So what you did, you chose to connect the Wi-Fi, and now because you have connected your Wi-Fi, your mobile phone, and the system inside the mobile phone, and all the information inside that mobile phone, including your chats, your images, are part of the cyberspace. That's why we always ask the students, or we always ask everyone, that if you see there is an open Wi-Fi, do not access it. It looks good that okay, it's a free Wi-Fi. My network is not good. I'll be able to see all the Instagram reels, or maybe YouTube, or maybe I might be able to work. But don't try not to do that, because again, it's not safe. It's an open system. So once you click on that open system, you're part of a cyberspace. And on that cyberspace, which is like connected throughout the world, anybody can send you anything. And the moment you click the link, you might lose on the data. Something that we don't want. We don't want our personal data to go out. We don't want our personal pictures to go out. That's how it happens. So let's be very responsible about it, that do not click on the open links that you see. Now, I have a very interesting video for you. Let me share it with you. Now, this video is something that you will see almost daily that happens in your life. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, sorry.
Meanwhile, we'll be very much happy, like if you all the participants can share your questions, irrespective, just sharing the name and good evening messages. Yes, but if you all can share the questions as well, that we can
Yes,
be,
that
we'll
would
be
be
able
great
to.
also. If you have any questions, any
Yes.
points related to cybersecurity and how you are dealing with and everything, that would be great as well.
Yes, we'll be able to take the questions in the last. So I would request, rather than just sharing the good evening messages, because we are already reached 4:20, I would be happy if we can share the questions coming in mind with the topic as it is going.
I believe there is no such questions related. How to understand the fake link? Okay. Ma'am, the first thing I will always say is that do not open the links if you do not know the user. अगर आपको किसी unknown ने link भेजा है, तो आप प्रेफर करिए उसको क्लिक ना करिए. इफ यू नो द नंबर दैट इज फाइन. Even if you feel that you might know the person, the good part would be you can call the person and check. Even there's also a thing you can update your phone. When you update your phone, because of the recent attacks, whenever you update a phone, there's a new update, and if you click on the link, sometimes your mobile phone also tells you that this might be a malicious link. So always keep your systems updated as well. Okay. So let me just show you this one of the phishing videos. You must have seen this, but this is something different. So now if you see, as the video also suggests, do not listen to your friends. That's what happens, right? That if you feel that something is malicious, please remember that your guts are always the true ones. So yes, if you feel that some of the content, some of the things is might be a malware, something, do not click on that. So that was the phishing video. If you can see that at the end, what happened was that the person said no, it was a virus, and they died. Obviously, we are not gonna die, but yes, the system might die. Okay, so I have a question. While downloading any app, they ask the email ID. Yes, they do that. So
Okay,
you
here
have to put
Niharika
on.
ma'am, yeah, just one second. Here I'll be taking few questions. You people are asking like how to identify the link is fake, or if any of the like illegal practices are there. It's a very simple thing. Whenever you come across any of the link, like nowadays it is very common that you get shared with any of the suspicious link over the phone. A very quick way to find whether it is safe or unsafe is to just see the first initial letters of the words which are written into that link. Okay, and just make sure you go on to Google, write the same name what is written in the link, and then find from your side whether the link which you are about to click, first of all, do not click it. Just see, write the name on the Google and find the page. Is the page actually existing? If it is existing, then you only click on the link, the safest way it is. Okay, and then again, question is why are many mobile phones hacked nowadays by the hackers? You all already gave the answers. Whenever any link is being clicked, or any of the photos are being clicked, or any such thing, because those links or the photos contain hidden APK files. When I say APK files, such kind of files which contain viruses or hacking system, they get auto download in your auto installed in your phones, and somehow your phone can be get hacked. Okay. Yes, then we have okay, how to stop accepting like how to stop students from accessing the unacceptable website. Very easy way it is, whatever like Chrome or the browser you are or your child is accessing, there are safety locks, there are privacy settings. And nowadays many platforms like your Instagram, like your Facebook, every such platform right now is occupied with the child lock facility. So opt for the child lock areas. Restrict the content in on every platform, like for an example, I'm taking of Instagram or a YouTube. You can go for the content, you can put the words in the content which you find offensive or are not age appropriate for the student. You can just block all such content coming from those words. Okay. Then very quick, yes, yes, now over to you, Niharika ma'am. You are on
Yeah.
mute.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, yes. Okay. So now moving to the next, that what kind of data, what kind of information that is required to be secured, right? And now when I say it is related to the students, the schools, as a parent, as a teacher, everything. So what is the data that needs securing? Is your financial data. Again, please do not share your credit card details or debit card details. And it's not just the OTP, any kind of details. Do not put that. No numbers. If somebody is asking for your credit card and you don't know he or she, only you need to access your data. So nobody else. Second is your personal information. Now, why is personal information very important? So personal information includes like, okay, it's fine that you are posting your pictures. We like to showcase that, okay, we are somewhere. But when we say personal information, so there was a hack that happened few years back that a girl posted her degrees online and somebody was able to track her entire life because she posted the degrees, it's her name there, it's the college there, it's the degree there. So, and then they created a fake profile of the girl. So, it might create unnecessary issues for you. You got a degree? That's great. You can literally post it there. No other images, no authentic images that can be copied. Somebody can simply copy that degree and create a fake degree out of it. So, we'll actually, by providing much more information, we are helping those people. So, don't do that. Now comes the student records. So, how student records again, the details of your students, their marks, and everything. Their personal records. So, when I say student records, there's one thing that if you are using AI for doing something, if you are using Chat GPT to create a result for yourself, ensure that you are not providing all the details, which means name, grade, marks. Don't do that. If you're doing that, it's an entire information out there because something when it's on internet, it never goes away. So student records, and then comes your intellectual properties. So for you, what is the intellectual property? You might have created a content. You might have created certain posters. You are creating certain lesson plans. You are doing research. You have a research paper. Don't share that. Or maybe if you're sharing it, try to ensure that you have copyrighted it, you have saved it, if somebody says somewhere says your name. So that is your intellectual property. So you need to, these are the very basics that you need to say. Financial data, we all know. Personal information, okay. You have, like, you're going abroad. If also think about how unsafe it is that you are posting daily that you are somewhere in another country. A person, nowadays, even the thieves are very smart. They can track your activity. Now they know that you are not in India for next 15 days. How vulnerable your house is right now. Anybody can go and knock at your house and do anything. So your personal informations. Student records, same way. They can be copied. They can be used somewhere else. And your intellectual properties. Anything and everything that you create is your intellectual property. If you cannot secure these, the cyber attacks can happen. Now, what a cyber attack is, as it is very clear. So, with cyber attack, it's a, I'll keep say malicious, it's an attempt to disrupt, to damage, or gaining unauthorized access to your computer system, any network, or any digital devices. So these attacks can steal something, they can change the data, they can destroy the data. Anything can happen. Now, the current scenarios example I will say is digital arrest. That's why I put it here. What is going on in digital arrest? How easy it is to do, and it's nothing, but we are scared of it because we are not aware of things happening. They will call you, they will tell you some person from your family is with them, you need to give them money. Even with hundreds of same things happening, even of thousands of incidents happening, the digital arrest is still going on. With chat gpt, with everything AI that is happening, how easy it is to change your face to a police person, to a senior police authority, and do a video call. But think in your right mind, has ever police called anybody? It even never happened in movies. So why are we so vulnerable? Because we are not aware. So what they do, how the cyber attack happens, they identify the target first. Then again, it requires a lot of planning and preparation. It backfires at times, but most of the times, if somebody says that, okay, your son is there, you will be like, okay, where my son is. Then they will obviously talk to you. They will ask you to sit. Then they will attack. They will ask for money. That is what is happening in digital arrest. But this is just one type of cyber attack that is going on. And if it's a senior person, you have loss of money, we might also face loss of anything, right? So let's just be very aware of, and just whenever something happens, try not to be exploited by anybody. There is nothing like digital arrest that can happen. So whenever something is going on, talk to your friends. Talk to somebody you think might be knowing much more than you. Now, cyber attacks how a cyber attack can also happen while an online platform. So digital arrest is something that is happening on calls. Now there's another cyber attack that happens, which is Zoom bombing. This have you ever like faced a cyber attack? Any of you? Any of you have ever faced those digital arrest calls? Did you? A yes or no will work. So my parents did. They got a call from a police person that okay, this happened. Okay, that's great if you haven't. That's for people who are saying yes, you know how they try to, just sit down that no, this has happened. For those who haven't been under any kind of cyber attack, it's great. Just be very careful. This is something that is you need to just be very careful about it. It's great that this is happening, but not only digital arrest, there is another cyber attack that can happen is a Zoom bombing, which is during your classroom. So if you see currently we are all sitting, we are doing a Zoom session. Now what a Zoom bombing is that somebody else can join, or they can alter your ID and they can take another class altogether. That is what a Zoom bombing is. So currently, if you see all of you are blank voice calls, yes, all of you are here. We have sent you a link and you clicked on that link and you have joined. Most of you, while doing the classes, you do the same thing, that you send a link to the students and you ask them to join. Now what can happen is that that link goes somewhere else, somebody else changes the settings from the backend and they change the idea password. Now you cannot log in and you have no idea what is going on. That is Zoom bombing. How to be safe from the Zoom bombing, like how to avoid. So what you do is always do not use your same Zoom session IDs or passwords. Like whenever you are taking any Zoom session, it happens that okay, I have a session at 11, another session I have at 3. So I will not change the link. Don't do that. Make separate links. For 11 a.m., different link. For 3 p.m., different link. Also, always there should be Zoom security features. While taking class, you can you can put a feature where only you will allow the participant to come. So you know which student belongs to your class and you can tick mark that okay, you are allowed. Again, if you are sending the link, send it to the WhatsApp group where your students are. Do not post on uh, your profile or any other place. And always, if you are doing a share screen, like if you see my sharing my screen, you can see anything right now. But if somebody just Zoom bombs here, he or she can actually show anything or everything to you, right? So ensure that share screen option is also only available to you, or if you want to give it to somebody, you should have the right to do that. So this is one of the Zoom bombing. Now another that can happen is a security breach. So Zoom bombing is something. Now how the security breach can happen? First is a human error. You gave your password to somebody. You gave your ID to somebody. You felt like, okay, this kid was very helpful. Why don't you help me? And they change your password from backend. So do not give your IDs and passwords to anybody that you don't know. Do not do that. Okay. And any platforms, right? It does not apply only to Zoom. It applies to any and every online platform that you are using. Be it Google Meet. Try keeping different sessions. Try putting all the safety features that are there. Now, security breach is not only the human error that you gave it, you written it somewhere, somebody else read it, you shared it with your students, and some of the naughty ones gave it to their third person just for having fun in the session. That also happens. But again, a criminal hacking can be done there. Somebody else can hack into your account. Somebody, and it's not just only online. Somebody else can hack it into your WhatsApp accounts as well. Somebody else can hack it into your Facebook, LinkedIn, Gmail accounts as well. So that's a criminal hacking. Again, there might be a security breach that must have happened, that you might have given the IDs, or your password was like 1234. Or it's like my name is Niharika, and I thought, okay, who is gonna check my password? And I made my password as Niharika. So whenever somebody is trying to hack into my account, the first thing that they will try is to use my name, or maybe maybe where I work, or maybe my phone number, or maybe my birth date. So these are the very common details that are out there. So try not to use such things. Then unauthorized use. Now, how the unauthorized use is something like you left your device open in somebody else's. So these are all the parts where a security breach is happening. If somebody else is able to access to your computer, there is again one thing that happens. One thing that happens with the mobile phones as well is somebody is able to start a share screen. So if you have seen that, because I have faced this on the first thing, that if you are seeing that there are multiple ads running on your mobile phone or something, your mobile phone is not working properly, just try and check. Somebody might have shared the screen with you. So these are the very small things that happen, and all of these under comes under your cyber threat, your security breach. I think there's a question. Was shared on someone's WhatsApp status, meaning it was accessible to all contacts of the person. Yes. So this link was shared on the WhatsApp status because as a person, he or she might know that the person in their contact list are all known. So yes, if you know that I'm sending and put that all the numbers in my WhatsApp are my known, or maybe I have you know blocked the ones, so I can share that. But again, in this, so again, what happens is there might be a chance that somebody share the link again. But what we have done is that we have changed certain securities at the back end because we have a wonderful team here. So we will not have that security breach. But when it comes to the teachers, when it comes to the students who are using, there is also this thing behind that they will share it with somebody else, and the studies might hamper. So if you know that all the accounts, all the contacts in your contact list is accounted for, you can do that. That is also fine. But again, you need to be sure about it. That was a great question, Sapna ma'am. Thank you so much. I think everybody must have these issues with them. Okay, now how you will protect yourself from the security breach? We saw we saw that there is a security breach. Now, what the thing you will do? Do not use the same passwords for different accounts. It is very difficult. I understand. You have 10 different accounts. You have two bank accounts. You have one Zoom account. You have one Gmail account. You have one school account. You have one WhatsApp account. You feel like, oh my God, it's very difficult to create different passwords. Let's put one. Now think about it. If I crack one password of yours, I can crack all of the passwords. So your personal information, your financial information, each and everything is with me right now. So okay, it's difficult, it's time taking, but again, it's your information. So if somebody hacks into your profile, say again, I will use my example. I'm Niharika. I thought, okay, it's just a Zoom account, and I have made my password as Niharika. Now, if somebody, a hacker is trying to hack my account, they will they'll go to back and they'll try their multiple levels, they will try their multiple, and they will be able to find where all I get access to, what all my systems are, and they will start with it. If the first password works for them, they will try for all the passwords as well. So try to keep different passwords for different accounts. Always create the secure passwords. Now, when you are creating the passwords, it's a mandate, right? It says that it needs to have a capital letter, it needs to have a number, it needs to have an special character, it needs to have 8 letters. These are all the security things that are already being done from the websites. They are doing that. But what you did, you thought, okay, 8, which means A, B, C, D, E, capital A at the rate 1. Think about it, how easy it is that you said A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I at the rate 1. How easy it is. You already went through all the security details. There was one capital letter, there was 8 letters, there was special one, there was a numerical, but it's an easy password for anybody to crack. And believe me, the kids now, the growing kids now, the hackers, they know how to do it. So try to make secure passwords. Then protect your personal devices. How will you protect your personal devices? You will do it by, if you have an antivirus, install that. Always lock your devices. Always ensure that there are certain physical locks on your devices. Do not leave your devices open. Most of us just simply press Window L and lock the device. No, it's very easy for anybody to open. So always put a pin. Even if it's your mobile phone, do that. Protect your devices, put the antivirus, put the softwares that are there. Try doing that. I know it is a little bit on the costly side, but think about, if you lose all your data, if you lose all your information, you will realize that securing that personal device was much more easier than trying to get all your data back. And once the data is lost, it is very difficult to recover it. To be very honest, I have lost certain data and I know it gets very irritating for me to work on that same data all over again because I was not able to protect something. So protect your devices. And the one part is always back up your data. On your mobile phone, keep the backup on. On your Gmail, keep the backup on. That is online. But if you are creating something, if you are creating a content, ensure you have copies of it. I'm not asking you to take a printout, but save it somewhere else. If you have access to two devices, one at home, one in the school, you can do that. Yes. Okay. How many times can we change the password? Salja ma'am, you can change it every 2 months. There is no limit. Tapti ma'am has replied. So Tapti ma'am is there also with us. She's again a cybersecurity expert and she's trying to answer as much as the chat she can. So yes, you can change the password frequently. Once in 2 months, try doing that because again, it's going to be safe. Try doing that again. Then on backing up your data, do not keep your data on one place only. Try keeping it at two devices. If you have a mobile phone, keep it somewhere, or maybe you can keep it on online wherever you want. But do always back up on your data. Now, I will be showing you one more video, but before that, I want to know that these are the four things that you do that I suggested you to save yourself from security breach. What are the things that you have been doing already? Maybe आप already ये सब चीजें कर रहे होगे, but और ऐसी क्या चीजें हैं that you are doing to save your data? I would love if you can answer some on the chat box. The type of things that you are doing to keep your data safe or maybe to keep your devices safe. How do you do that? Because I would like to tell you about a wishing PowerPoint also. So I am waiting. Yes, okay. Attending a call nowadays also allows hackers to hack your phone. So how to protect in that case? So, yes, okay. Thank you, Tapti ma'am. Also, do not take the calls, which is very clear that some of these spams are already marked there. Even if you think that you know the name, do not do that. Yeah, auto scanning pen drives, two-step securities. That's true. Any other things that you are doing? So currently, there is also one more thing that is going on is phishing, or maybe which we call is vishing, which is your phone scam that you just said. Somebody just said. So let me showcase you a video. Just I will okay. So it is a little bit lengthy, but it's just a 2 minutes video. I want you to see it because that is something we are facing. Yeah, here it is.
Hello, this is Bruce calling from the International Revenue Service Agency. You are late on your 2015 tax return payment and there is an outstanding balance of 4,350 US dollars which you need to pay immediately. This is a phone number connected with your tax return. can pay this using PayPal. You need to send $4,350 to international-tax-penalties24@gmail.com. You need to make this payment immediately. If it's not sent by tomorrow, we will be sending police to your address connected with this phone number. If you are late in your payment, there will be an extra $900 penalty, which will be collected by the police. So, you need to send $4,350 to international-tax-penalties24@gmail.com using the PayPal. Okay, you be nice and we wait for your payment.
Criminals may call you to try and steal information and money. This technique is called Vishing or voice phishing. Here's how you can avoid falling for their tricks. Tip 1. Scammers sometimes leave voicemails with a callback number. Do not call back using this number even if you know the organization. If you want to call the organization and verify the information, use the phone number listed on their official website. Tip 2. Do not blindly trust caller ID numbers. Criminals often spoof legitimate numbers of established companies and services. So, if someone calls you claiming to represent a legitimate organization, first verify their identity by calling the organization directly using official contact information. Tip 3.
Here is also the point where we were talking that we go through Truecaller, but it says that do not blindly those caller ID numbers as well, because now what they are doing, they know that we judge them on Truecaller, so they make the legitimately, they try to make the numbers that look like it's not spam. So what you will do, you can check their identity by calling on the official number. Now that official number is also not like putting it on Google. Go to their official websites and check on the numbers. And then the third tip that there is
Even if the caller knows some of your personal or company information already, make sure you do not disclose any additional data until you verify their identity. Keep in mind, when in doubt, hang up and inform your organization's security department about any potential scam call.
so as it says that if you have any doubt regarding anything, because somehow sometimes your gut works in a really good manner, and if you see that it might be malicious, talk to somebody and see what can be done. Do not trust blindly anything. And again, if you find, even if you want to check the phone number of bank, as we say, do not go to like don't open just Google and the first thing, go to their official websites. So always check the official websites before anything that you are doing. Okay. Now, what is the role of teachers, students, and parents in cybersecurity? That's the one thing that happens, right? Like all of us, I think somebody has raised the hand. Yes, Avni ma'am. Avni ma'am, you can use the chat box for the question if you have any query. It is safe to use the Truecaller app, but do not you trust it 100%. That is what we were saying. That if you feel do not trust the Truecaller app 100% because Truecaller can also be hacked. Like I can change my name to something and say that official this. So do not trust it 100%. If you see that somebody is calling you from some particular company, you need to go their particular organization and then you can check it from there. Obviously, you will not get all the details about it, but yes, you might get some of the details from there. Okay. Now, if you see, all of us are somehow related to the students. We want these students to check like whatever is happening, it is for the students only. So, what is the role? How will we all of us can, as a person, can be safe about cybersecurity? So, as far as start with the role of teachers, talk to the students about the online risk. So, it's not only the data that can go; it's also the cyberbullying. If some personal information is out there, it can lead to cyberbullying. So, how will you do that? Talk to the students about it. So, if something is going on, be vocal about it, have a conversation, check what is their question, right? Check what is the question they have, what is the problem that they are facing. Tell them. So, example, just one of the example is cyberbullying. Again, there are multiple things that are going on. Talk to them about the recent changes. Talk to them about the recent news that are over there. How the faces are being changed and multiple videos are being shared, which is again not good for anybody. Talk to them. Again, you should know about how there are certain child protection organizations. So just go through them, see that if there is something happening, whom to reach out. You being a teacher of a particular school, they know how many students are there, how you are responsible for this set of students, so they will also support you. If you are doing a virtual classroom like this, we are doing a virtual classroom. If you have to take continuously taking classes on virtual classroom, always set up certain rules and regulations. Now how that happens, like, okay, please turn on your cameras, right? That's one of the rules. I want all students with their cameras on so that I know that the person behind the name is the same person. Like currently, my name is Niharika, I'm sitting right here. You know my face, right? But if you have students and you know, you understand your students. So just like ABC person, it's the ABC exact person who's sitting there. They have not given the link to somebody else. Or if you see that in certain classes, some other students are joining that we don't even know, you can again ask them, you can check who is sharing those email IDs or who is sharing those links to somebody else. Now, as an institution, what can be the role? Right? So, as a school, you can suggest that whatever the school computers are being used, we all have that ICT labs, we all have AI labs. Now, we all have those computer labs in the school. So, we must ensure that all the school computers have strong passwords, not 1, 2, 3, 4, not ABCD, strong passwords, and they are locked when they are not in use. So, if the classes are over, they need to be locked. Shut them down, lock them. Software such as your antivirus or the firewall should be installed and updated so that again it is safe. Internet should be monitored and filtered. When I say filtered, there are multiple websites where you can, there are multiple softwares where you can put it and no unnecessary extra websites can be used. It's a parental control that you can turn on with the devices. Then there should be a school ICT policy. So whenever you are using internet, whenever you are using computer, whenever you are using technology, there should be a policy that is built in. And students should be aware that by not going through these rules, this might happen. Our parents should know that we are doing this on that particular day. So the policy should be clear and students should know about it. Now, another thing that there is an online personality, which is very specifically again for teachers. So you are a teacher, you are in a school. You might have a very different person as a person, you are very different outside the school. But be very sure that whatever you are presenting online is should be separated. If you are fond of singing, if you are fond of anything and you are posting it online, do not share with the students. So your personal life and professional life should be separated. But again, when you are putting something personal, ensure that even if you are not sharing, it will somehow reach to the students. So whenever you are posting a content, keep in mind that this today or some other day, your students will be looking at that video. So be very sure on what you are posting online, anything and everything. So, yes, keep your personal life and professional life separate, but ensure that whatever you are posing as a personal life will be reflected on your professional life as well. Okay, moving next. Okay, teachers, so you have your certificate links in the chat box. Allow me 5 more minutes. Please listen to me. We'll have these link open for 20 minutes. Starting now, you can submit your links. When you are doing it, ensure all the details that you are putting should be correct. Okay. So moving ahead, now, there should be an online safety training that can be conducted like we are doing today. Or you can have, depending on your strength, depending on the school system, you can have an online safety coordinator. So there can be a cybersecurity expert in your school to help you out there. Then, as a parent, what can be done? As a parent, familiarize yourself with incidents and talk to the kids. If you know some incident is going on about even about the cyberbullying, about the digital arrest, talk to the kids because they are the most vulnerable ones. They are the most who are very easy to give your passwords to somebody else. They are the vulnerable ones who will click on any link that comes to your mobile phone. If a person is dancing, if a cartoon is dancing, your youngest kid will click on that link. So talk to them. Keep an eye on what they are doing. Keep an eye on what they're looking at the YouTube. Parent control softwares. With all the websites, they have a parent control software. Even YouTube, you can mark it. YouTube comes with parent control. There are multiple softwares where you can click on what your student can, what child you can see or not. Communicate very freely and honest. Something is going on, something has happened. Don't shush them. Please talk to them. Tell them, guide them, because if you will not guide them, if the teacher will not guide them, they will go to a friend and ask. And a 10 years old friend, a 10-year-old boy, they are saying they don't know. So communicate freely, and obviously this is for parents as well as teachers. Introduce the do's and don'ts. Okay, this all is allowed to be done. You want to do this, okay, fine, that's allowed. You want to do this, no, that's not allowed. Why is it not allowed? Give them. So there should be a rules and regulations. Your do's and don'ts should always be there while doing anything. As a student, if there is a student around you, guide them that if there is an incident happening, please inform. If they are if they are getting some malicious WhatsApp forwards, if they are getting some odd images, if they are getting some, they know that some personal information has been leaked and is being misused, make sure that they are telling it to you. So have an open communication. Also ask them to follow the rules. Make the rules that are not very strict. Give them a breathing space with the rules. And again, tell them why is it important and why is it not important. Make sure that they are not sharing any information to strangers online. Like छोटे बच्चों को आप मना करते थे कि अननोन इंसान से टॉफी नहीं लेना, सेम बड़े बच्चों को बताइए कि किसी भी अननोन या स्ट्रेंजर को आपको ऑनलाइन इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं देनी है. Posting your pictures and videos, again, just check what type of information are they posting and we are good to go. And again, before signing into any new website, they should check with you. They find a website, oh, it's a lucky draw, we will be getting money out of it. They will be happy that my parents will get money. Tell them how it is. It's not going to happen. So again, be very communicative about it. Okay. Now, just one thing to remember, I'm just trying to check. If you have any queries, you will be receiving the certificates. For those who have not received, there might be an issue with your email ID, so do not worry. Now, when you're filling it today, ensure your email IDs are correct. Spaces का, caps का, email ID का, .com का, please ध्यान रखिएगा. So that the email ID, if the email ID is correct, you all will be getting your, it should be error free. Now, before ending the session, what I want to tell you is that internet never forgets. And when I say that, I request all of you to not post your email IDs on this chat, because again, this is an open link. This same link is being streamed to YouTube, which means आपका email ID कोई भी copy कर सकता है. Your information needs to be filled correctly. When I say correctly, if my email ID is abc@gmail.com, there should be no space, there should be no dots missing. Recheck. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for being wonderful. All of you were like wonderful people here. And your link is open for 10 minutes. So the same certificate link is open till 5:10. Link is being shared again and again. Form ko please fill kar dijiye. You will be getting in 3 to 4 working days. So it's Monday today. You will be getting into next 3 to 4 working days. Again, the only request is ensure whatever information you are providing is correct. And even after a long cybersecurity session, nobody asked us whether the links that we are providing to you is safe or not. So do not worry. The link is safe with us. Your data is safe with us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the wonderful work. If you have any other queries, Please, you can still ask. We still have 10 minutes. I can take more queries if you have any. If you don't, then thank you. But yes, I am still here. Thank you so much. I hope we will be being more cyber secure now and we'll not be posting our informations on anywhere. Do not trust all the apps blindly. The chat GPT is safe, but again, since it's internet, it will be everywhere. So do not post your personal pictures. Like when the Ghibli trend started, everybody posted their pictures over there, which was not safe because it is still there. So if you're using chat GPT, if you're using chat GPT for making questionnaire, it's fine. But if you're using chat GPT for scoring somebody, एंश्योर कि आप बच्चों का नाम या डिटेल्स उसमें नहीं डाल रहे हैं रिमेनिंग योर चैट जीपीटी इज सेफ how to protect UPI apps from hackers one of the things is UPI apps are itself very much safe but what I have been doing is changing my pins and again I also don't do that it's very easy that we feel why not add all the accounts that are available it also tells you so do not do that try keeping the pins on your different UPI apps same along different keep it different change the pin as much as you can and also do not put all the IDs there. How do we know that the mobile phone is hacked? So if there are multiple, that's one of the instance I'll tell you. I'm not sure whether it will happen or not. But if you are able to see videos or ads out of nowhere, please check your mobile might be hacked. Or if you see there are certain conversations from your WhatsApp that are being deleted, somebody else might be accessing your WhatsApp or your mobile from somewhere else. Thank you so much, ma'am. I hope I was able to solve some of your queries. I hope I was able to put more of your questions in your mind. Now, when you do it, you will be more secure doing it. So, that was the idea of the cyber security session. It's for your safety. Thank you so much.